Good morning, everybody. I apologize. I don't have a watch on, so I didn't know the time. Oh, 10:02. Okay, welcome to our Excuse me. Excuse me. We'd like to begin. This way? Okay. Excuse me. Thank you for your attention. Good morning. Welcome to February Coffee Chat. We have a pretty No, that's right. February community meeting. And there is coffee, though, and buns. So, anyway, we'll get started. I would like to invite Leo to do our invocation, please.
Almighty God, we invite you to join us for this important community meeting. We need your help and your blessing and your love. First off, help our leadership. Give them wisdom, help them with creative skills, dedication, but most important, be kind. With our residents, the audience, us, help us with patience and understanding. But most important, let's be kind. Most of us in this room would say there are a lot of concerns in this world. I'm nervous about the world situation, wars, the threat of wars, tension. Just the climate is not positive. In our beloved United States, I worry about our situation, the prejudice, more hate than love, the shootings, which I just cannot understand. Today's times in our country, our beloved United States, demand the best of leadership. God, be with them, help them, give them wisdom to make the right decisions. Help with an unselfish attitude, more empathy, more love. Have them just do good. And finally, be kind to one another. Well, finally, we would be remiss if we didn't thank you, Lord. Thank you, God, for all the blessings you give us, the privilege to live in Cypress Village. It's a special spot, and we are appreciative of what you give us and the love you show. God does not quit on us. Now, sometimes we need help, so we don't quit on you. But God does not quit on us. Amen.
Beautiful, Leo. Very, very, very timely. Thank you. And as a recipient of many of God's blessings, I am very grateful and thankful. Randy, I believe, is going to lead us. I guess his lovely wife is going to lead us. Okay, whatever. And the pledge. So if you are able, please stand. I will bring the microphone to Kathy. No? Okay. Thank you very, very much. With that, I just wanted to mention that it is February, and as Leo alluded to, it is Kindness Month, I believe, by a national declaration or something. I don't know. But I know we're celebrating Kindness Week, the 14th through the 20th. So we want to be aware of that, and after this meeting, you will have an opportunity to get a kindness button. It's something we should do all year long, and I think we've been doing very well working on it, but we want to continue and spread the love. With that, we're going to kick off first with Louise Fontecchio. I just wanted to mention that thanks to new leadership in the Performing Arts Group, we are going to have a performance this year, chorus and handbells, and that has, we want to thank them. So because of that, we've extended or started their fundraising this month in February rather than January. Louise Fontecchio has agreed to lead that, and please be generous. We've all enjoyed their performances in the past. It's a new leadership, there's excitement, there's energy, and we want that to continue. Louise?
I'll be very, very short. Over the weekend with Community News, you should have gotten a flyer that talked about the chorus and the handbells. We need you, and we need you because the chorus cannot exist without a paid director and a paid accompanist. Most resident organizations don't have to have paid people to come in and help. The handbells cannot exist without a paid conductor. Imagine, trying to do that without somebody to conduct it. That's what we need your money for. We have to pay our professionals. We want to be able to do, we hope, we're keeping our fingers crossed that we can do both a July 4th kind of concert and one for Christmas. We're definitely going to do one. We know that, and with your help, we'll do both. So I hope you heard the little clip of the chorus from last spring at the end of Coffee Chat Friday. They're good. They're really good. And every concert we've had has just been, this room has been standing room only in the back in spite of bringing in every chair they could find in the building to bring in. So, people seem to enjoy it, and we hope to goodness that we'll be able to do both. So please be generous.
Thank you very much, Louise, and I definitely enjoyed it. Okay, with that, we're going to start off with our human resources recognitions. I think Katie's doing that? Okay. And then from there, we'll move into the Treasury's report and updates. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Pam. Okay, so our first recognition for today is going out to our maintenance department, who was voted. Yes. They were chosen by both employees and residents as our Q4 2024 Department of the Quarter. Is Dave or anyone here from maintenance? Awesome. We have a nice plaque that you can display in your office, Dave. Thank you for all that you and your team do to serve the residents here at Cypress. Thank you, Dave. Congratulations to the maintenance department. And next up, another resident and employee voted recognition is our Q4 2024 Leader of the Quarter, which is going to Miss Lisa Drew.
Come on up here, Lisa. I have a lot to say about Lisa, so bear with me here. It's typically HR, but I'll take it. So Lisa's recognition as Leader of the Quarter is not for typical reasons that we often see. Lisa's team may be small, but what are they? Very mighty. Lisa's leadership is defined not just by her role, but also her unwavering character. We often hear that integrity is what you do when nobody is watching, and Lisa embodies integrity every single day. She doesn't wait to be asked. She simply shows up, whether it's late nights, weekends, or holidays. When many are home with their families, Lisa is here ensuring our residents are engaged, joyful, and surrounded by the warmth of the community. I'm not quite done yet. Her impact in Q4 was undeniable. She led a flawless holiday season with outstanding outings, festive celebrations, and consistent welcoming decor throughout the community. Some key qualities that make Lisa an exceptional leader are she's incredibly hardworking and dedicated. She upholds our community's standards. She's a true team player, always ready to step up. She sees the good in people, and she's a big animal, fan as well. She consistently goes out of her way to do kind, thoughtful things for others without expecting any recognition or thanks. So Lisa, you are the driving force behind the heartbeat of Cypress Village, and it is our honor to recognize you for your leadership, dedication, and the quiet yet powerful impact you make every day. Congratulations. Good job. Sure you want to say something.
I'm going to cry now. There's a reason I was never a performer. Thank you very much. I'm humbled and honored to be recognized. Thank you. I feel fortunate to have a job that I love coming to every day because of you guys.
Thank you, Lisa, and well done. All right, and now we will roll into our February Rookies of the Month, beginning with the Dining Services Department, who will be recognizing Candacia Sims, who is our banquet coordinator. Come on up, Candace. All right, and Tyler. Has anyone hosted a party here recently or a gathering, come to things such as coffee chat or community meeting? Candacia is the face behind all of that hard work, yes. So this is well deserved.
I'll be quick. Candacia is, recently hired. When I first started back here, the team was basically rebuilt. It was hard to replace the person that was here before, but she has gone above and beyond. She fit perfectly with the department and has just made it much, much better. I appreciate everything that you do. I really do. So thank you very much.
Take a picture with her. It is a joy to work with Candacia. Congratulations. All right, and our second Rookie of the Month for February is Mr. Joe Murphy, who David Green will be recognizing today.
Good morning again. Just real quick, Joe, if you guys didn't know, he took over for Robert. He can't be here today because his mom passed away last week, so the funeral and family and everything is today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So, but Joe has come in, made a seamless transition from Robert, and made a lot of improvements already in the first 3 months he's been here. He's doing a great job, and you old timers remember Joe because he was here before Robert. So he's improving in the last 4 years, has been tremendous, and he's a great asset to our team.
Congratulations to Joe in the maintenance department. And next up, we will recognize our February Employees of the Month. And both of these employees are from our Innovative Home Services department. So welcoming Heather Webb and Patty Madden, our February Employees of the Month.
I am very blessed to be working with these ladies, and I'm going to start with Patty. She is the clinical employee of the month. Patty's been a nurse for 30 plus years along with me. I can't just throw her under the bus, but a lot of experience she brought here to us, and she's continuing to grow. She is in nursing RN program right now, so she will soon be our registered nurse as well. You're never too old, for sure. I know you guys see her around. She responds constantly with security to any kind of medical calls. She's the first on the scene. She's been our safety champion as well. So, Patty, we thank you. Now moving on to Heather. Heather joined us in the office about 3-4 months ago. She has been with IHS as a HHA since February. Oh, it's her year anniversary this month. So in the short year she's been with us, she has excelled. She was one of our most preferred HHAs, and her leadership skills showed through. When we needed help in the office, she was a natural fit. And we appreciate her very much, and she's brought a lot of organization and help to us. All right.
No words. Congratulations, ladies, and thank you for all your hard work. Presenting our February Employees of the Month.
Katie, you are such a natural. That was wonderful. Now I'd like to present Leo for the Treasurer's Report, Leo. And then we'll have some committee updates, dining and veterans, and then management.
I don't know if I need this. The Treasurer's Report. First off, Louise, I want you to know I filled out the check before I came to this meeting. Now, don't let that go through the slots. I'll tell you, if I didn't have that presentation at Christmas time, it wouldn't feel like Christmas. So don't forget this now. Your Treasurer's Report. Take that piece of paper, turn it over, and you will see it and read it. Now, I want to talk about one entry on that report. You see one from for the honesty box for $2? Let's talk about that a minute. The honesty box, how did it get that name? It's got a padlock on it. Anyway, I've renamed it. For the month of February, it's now going to be a hope chest. When I empty it once a month, and this last month it was $2. But that box is for paper and for copies, but if you forget your coffee dollar, you can put that in there. If you have some extra dollars you don't know what to do with, you can put them in there. It all goes to the same place, probably the employee appreciation. So put a little money in there. This is what happened to me. I took a $2 deposit slip to Wells Fargo. I tried to be proud of it. I put it on the counter. The gal looked at me. She didn't roll her eyes, but she sure wanted to. I apologize. I cratered. I gave up. I told her that I was from Fleet Landing. Next month, when I clean that out, I'd like to move back in.
As always, Leo, you make it entertaining. Thank you very much. And Dining Report Committee from Jim Wagner, please.
Thank you, Pam. Can you hear me all right? Like this. I see. Well, years ago, I spoke to a committee at the place where I worked, and I began my presentation by saying that our function was new, unfamiliar, but we wanted to be, first of all, user-friendly. Now, as chairperson of the dining committee, there isn't anything that I know of that's new about that. But we still want to be user-friendly. So please don't hesitate to bring to us, and us is our membership of the committee, by telephone call, personal conversation, email, however you choose. Bring your concern to us. If you associate your name with it, which we encourage and want you to do, because we want to know you're serious about your concern, we will discuss it there. And I promise you that in discussion, we will be not only thorough, but also thoughtful. And our intent would be to get back to you after we've talked with dining services, most likely Tyler Ramos, and let you know what the outcome was. And I won't promise that you'll always like the outcome. I might not either, or the membership. But we will, as I said, be not only thoughtful, but thorough. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. And now Roger.
Good morning. What a beautiful, it was a great looking audience today. I thought you might like a quick look ahead in 2025 for issues that might relate to veterans. And this is an unusual year for a couple of reasons, and you'll see why here as soon as I tell you, but it's sort of like the planets have aligned in a way that they almost never do. This is the year that we will be celebrating the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. So we'll be honoring our World War II vets. It's also the 75th year of the start of the Korean conflict, 75 years for Korea. And then, of course, we are also at the end of March celebrating National Vietnam Veterans Honor Day. So it seems like everything is happening in 2025, and we will keep you all advised. But this is the year that we will be honoring all those different groups of vets, each in its turn. And so you'll hear a lot more about that as the year progresses. Thank you.
We'll now hear from Lisa Green regarding the sales and occupancy updates.
Thank you, Lisa. Absolutely. Well, good morning, everybody. Yeah, thank you. So this is, I think a lot of you know this, but this is my 15th year at Cypress Village. So just a little bit about occupancy. When I first started here with Ty, we were at 69% occupancy. So when I look at these numbers and you look at the numbers at 94, 95% occupancy, what an enormous accomplishment we have made. So we were just this past week, we were down in Orlando. We were down at our 2025, we celebrated a sales conference, and we had a banner year in 2024, and we were actually honored for our performance in 2024. We closed 50 sales on a budget of 47. We came in entry fee dollars over $2.3 million over our entry fee sales dollars. We entered 2024 given a target. We were actually teetering right around that 93% occupancy starting the year, kind of ebbing and flowing, and they gave us a goal and a target. And they said, we want you targeting down the road to 95% occupancy. Well, we started, and by December of 2024, we ended the year at 95.4% occupancy. So we hit our target. So now the goal in 2025 is to continue down that path. And I will tell you, with attrition and with people coming in and going out, that is not an easy task. So now that we've hit that mark, it is going to be very challenging. And with our sales first culture, we are training all the department heads to continue on that path to 95. So you'll hear a lot about that. You'll hear about the road to 95. For those of you that attended my presentation that I did, for those of you that are ambassadors and that work with us in the marketing department, you'll hear a lot about that road to 95, because that is the path that we're on now, and that's where we will continue to go. So that's the road we're on. And I oversee all of the product lines. I oversee independent living, assisted living, and memory care. And from the stats, they are all teetering right over that 90, 94, 95% occupancy. So that's great news. We're very proud of that. So the other update I'll give to you is the houses. We are also very highly occupied when it comes to the houses. So just to give you some statistics and some numbers, currently there are only 2 houses for sale on the market, and these are equity houses for sale. But most recent sale prices, which you'll be very happy to hear, in the patio homes, the last recorded sale was $350,000. The last garden home sale was $385,000, and the last fairway home sale was $499,000. So the prices they're holding steady, and they're continuing to rise. So I think we'll continue to see that as we go through 2025. So thank you. You'll actually see a lot of new faces coming in the next 2 to 3 months. So keep a lookout for the name tags with the blue dots, and welcome all the new residents as they come into the community over the next few months. So thank you.
Thank you, Lisa, and your whole team for your excellent work. And now, forgive me for not getting up, but it's time, Morgan, for the State of the Village.
Testing, testing. Does that sound okay? Should I take one of those? Testing, testing. All right. Before I get into the State of the Village for 2024, I just wanted to touch on a couple things that Lisa had said. So Lisa was my first hire when I came here at Cypress Village 17 years ago. We were at 66% occupancy. There were probably 90 houses for sale. So if you were driving through the neighborhood, coming to see a sales counselor to move into an apartment, you drive by about 50 for sale signs. Pretty tough to sell a place. So in addition to, at that time, we had about 166 apartments vacant. So you wonder why when we keep moving things to different places, storages, the mart, and so on and so forth, it's because back then we had so much storage we didn't know what to do with. Now we have none. So we filled up roughly 166 units, but in addition to the 166 units that were vacant, we also acquired 70 garden homes and filled 70 garden homes. So the occupancy story here at Cypress Village truly is an incredible story, and it was a journey. So it took a lot of people to do it, but I did want to add that to the list of accomplishments Lisa had. So is everybody ready for the State of the Village? All right, buckle up. It's a lot. It's a lot, and we pared it down a little bit. So, good morning, Cypress Village residents. Today, I want to take some time to reflect on 2024 and also share with you some vision and priorities for 2025. Overall, we had a very successful year-end, both financially and operationally, very strong. While 2024 came with many, many challenges, we are very, very proud of the accomplishments and momentum in multiple areas of the community. Much of the momentum was attributed to actually new leadership that we acquired that brought strength and stability to critical areas of resident life and satisfaction. The first of which is assisted living and memory care. In January of last year, Connie Hickman returned to Cypress Village to run our assisted living and memory care, which is now known as the Pines, Northern and Southern Pines. We had gone through several directors in 2023. I think we went through 3 different directors through the course of 2023 in assisted living memory care. None could manage the job. Connie was available at the time, and we actually, it was divine intervention. Her timing and our timing were right. Connie came in, she built a dedicated team with capable leadership, and she really raised the operation back to the standards we had within 1 year. Our assisted living memory team now is stronger than ever, and the residents are much happier due to strong leadership and a newly developed culture of caring and teamwork, which we're lacking. Additionally, we have an active and engaged resident advisory council in assisted living, which we have never had before. And to finish out 2024 in grand style, we had our annual state survey, of which we cleared all previous tags, and there were several. And the survey had a 0 deficiency survey, which was perfect. So huge, huge thank you and congratulations to Team Pines and Connie's leadership. It has been way too long since we've had a strong team in place up there, so I am just truly thankful for what they have done and excited about the future. So I'll step into another department that I've lost a lot of sleep and hair over, and maybe other things, but we won't get into those, and that's food and beverage. So in early 2024, we rolled out Preferred Choice Dining. The program itself did afford residents much more flexibility than the current contract or the prior contract required, and the prior contract offered you. We had meeting after meeting, discussion after discussion for months regarding residents' fears of the program, including lack of points and the new technologies involved. It was a very delicate and fragile time for the village. There were many bumps in the road initially for PCD, as there would be for any change or magnitude of that scale. With Tyler's return to Cypress Village as the food and beverage director, he did spearhead the changes necessary to get the program to run the way it should, and simultaneously working on other areas of the operation. Some of the most notable areas that were resolved or enhanced immediately were the expanded reservations in 4600 East and online ordering. Like Connie, Tyler also worked tirelessly to build his team. Tyler was a new dad within a short time after taking the role. He fully committed himself to his operation as he did not take a day off for 30 plus days. Mind you, he has a new baby and a wife at home. I literally had to force him to take time off. He made various changes in personnel and positions to steer the ship in the right direction, and those were tough decisions to make. His team demonstrated resilience when faced with the uncontrollable challenge of the kitchen flood. Does everybody remember the kitchen flood? Which, after a week of torrential rains, the kitchen literally was, was a pond. It was a horrendous situation. The conditions were extremely difficult, and not only to keep a team there, but to keep a team motivated to do the work at hand. So that was impressive. The department has also emerged much stronger and united, and I feel is positioned for continued improvements in 2025. I want to say well done, Tyler Ramos and the dining team services. So kudos, Tyler. Thank you for all you did there. And I do want to say, to this date, I have had no residents complain that they have run out of points yet. Knock on some wood. All right, so with that, let's talk about another area that has been a topic in the state of the village for years, and that is the Cypress Village workforce. All of you are very close to our employees. It's a critical component to our operation. As many of you know, the industry, the senior living industry and healthcare industry were plagued by utilizing staffing agencies and contract labor for various positions throughout an operation. Most specifically, it was in the healthcare realm, CNAs, nurses. It was a very, very difficult time during that period. In 2024, we deployed a strategy to bolster staffing levels. We did the opposite. We increased staff beyond what we were supposed to lighten the load of the existing, where we were no longer at the mercy of the staffing agencies. Our strategy was executed successfully over the course of about 6 months' time. The goal of eliminating agency utilization in 2024 in both healthcare center and assisted living and memory care was achieved mid-year. I want to say it was May or June. We stopped all staffing agency utilization and have been able to maintain that since drawing the line in the sand. What happens is, in the real world, is you've got a staffing crisis. Bob calls out, Kathy calls out, Randy calls out. You start calling your staff, they can't fill the holes. What do you typically do? You call the agency. Now I've got 3 more agency in. Now I'm off that plane. And it's a system that you just cannot get out of. It's a spiral. So we eliminated that by mid-year. We stopped all utilization, and most operators similar to Cypress Village, even within our portfolio, still have rampant contract labor. It is very, very hard to rid yourself of that. So this took a solid strategy. It took a lot of effort from many on our team. The strategy resulted in improved clinical outcomes for our residents and patients, and also saved us hundreds of thousands of dollars last year to the operation and to our village. So that was huge. I do want to thank Connie Hickman and Stephanie Markowski for sticking to the plan, executing the strategy, and not wavering, because those opportunities were there. That was a huge win for us in 2024, so I do want to commend those that were involved. Another couple noteworthy workforce stats from 2024. The employment rate at Cypress Village was the highest it has ever hit since I've been here. We were at 95% employment. I would say on an average. Sometimes it fluctuates a little bit above and a little bit below, but that's impressive. We have never hit that, even pre-COVID levels, so that was huge. Another key stat that I'm very proud of that we focused on every week in managers' meetings, and that was turnover. it's really hard to make progress when you're constantly getting somebody to a point and then losing them, right? So turnover year over year decreased by 20%. That doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have 450 employees, that's a pretty big number. So I'm highly proud of that. I'm very proud of all the workforce gains we made in 2024. And as you know, we did lose some of our HR professionals here in the prior months here. We do have a replacement. Emily Gann, some of you may know from the past, is coming back again. So a lot of these great leaders that we had an opportunity to leave are coming back. Tyler Ramos, Connie Hickman, Ashley Miller, just to name a few. I mean, they're all coming back to the village, and they are coming back and doing great things. So that's good stuff for us. Let's talk about health and wellness a little bit, because that's going to be a community pillar for us moving forward. I can tell you that. One thing we're going to do here at the village is we are going to be healthy, we're going to be well, and we're going to do it in multiple facets. So many years ago, the health and wellness culture was more clinical, doctors, therapists, those type of things. However, I knew we needed to transition that into more of a wellness model, with a primary focus on prevention, access, and also education. We strongly believe that movement is medicine, and providing diverse opportunities for our residents will be key to our long-term success and all of your health. Our vision is to integrate wellness into the community veins and galvanize these programs to ensure the possibilities are there for any resident that just wants to do it. Just do it. That used to be the Nike slogan, if you missed that one. Just a little joke. It is the goal of Resident Services and CLS to make wellness opportunities part of your lifestyle where it's not task-driven. I got to go to the gym again. I got to go for a walk. That's not what we want it to be. We want it to be ingrained in the culture of the community, so you're getting exercise and health benefits and you don't even know it. Today, the wellness culture is alive and vibrant, hence the Live Vibrant initiative and Vibrant Villagers. Some examples of new fitness offerings that the Vibrant Villagers got to experience in 2024 were Nordic pole walking, Take the Stairs Challenge, Pump It Up for Parkinson's, water walking, ballroom dancing, kayaking at Hannah Park, zip lining at Crocodile Crossing, and Techno Gym and the Fitness Center. So moving forward, providing a vibrant culture of well-being is a primary focus with a great foundation already started and built. Clinically, in the Wellness Center, our goals will remain the same as they are currently, to offer our residents the highest quality health care on-site to meet your needs very conveniently in our healthcare wellness center here on-site. Although not in 2024, residents can expect some aesthetic enhancements to the Wellness Way area, which are in process now. So just a little shout out to Ashley, Lisa Drew, Deb Goings, and Chrissy for all of their efforts in 2024. Excuse me. As we continue to enhance the well-being of residents through a thriving wellness culture, we also are reminded of the importance of leveraging innovation and change to improve life experiences for our residents. Now, innovation and technology, those are tough when it comes to our demographics, my demographics, our demographics. So on innovation and technology, I just want to touch on a few things. The app, we had transitioned to the Touchdown app in 2024. We transitioned from Jim Jondro and Nick LaLiberty in the past, an actual self-proprietor app that we built internally with the help of the Joint IT, Mike Booten. That platform we had to transition from because it was no longer operational, and we needed to transform ourselves into one that was specifically made for senior living communities. Our new app provides the additional functionality for digital directories, accessibility to menus, reservations, feedback, calendars, points trackers, which is new, and the use of digital signage throughout the community more efficiently. So another innovation, I don't want to say innovation, but it was innovative because the handbook and the guide we were handing out to our new residents really needed an overhaul. Laurel Mundell took on that massive project on her own and did a phenomenal job. So I want to give her some kudos for that. Laurel, nice work. Laurel, I don't know if you know this, but Laurel takes on the toughest, worst projects here at Cypress Village and does it with such grace. The guide, as I said, just needed an overhaul. That has been complete, and I think it's in a much better place for our new residents and our current residents to refer to. The last one, some of you may have been aware of, the InnoTank competition that we went to home office and competed in for a skilled nursing inpatient rehabilitation facility in a skilled. That's basically the Brooks Hospital within our healthcare center. That was what we had pitched. So a team from Cypress Village consisting of Sarah Ninya, Stephanie Markowski, Laurel Mundell, and Michelle Fredenberg participated in this event. Have y'all watched Shark Tank? So basically this was Shark Tank. There were 5 different concepts, products that were pitched, and Cypress ended up winning unanimously. And I do want to say this was in a room of over 500 people. Thank God I didn't. I was a spectator. Glad I wasn't up there. But they knocked it out of the park, and the actual panel of judges were all very astute business folks. We had some venture capitalists, esteemed business leaders, and also the CEO of LCS. And again, congrats to all of us here in this room and in the village for the win, but just a big thanks to the team that engineered the winning pitch. So we'll take it. All right, we're getting there. Bear with me. We're getting there. All right, community enhancements and infrastructure. I just wanted to touch on a few things. So in 2024, we did complete the Marsh Media Lounges where the old train room was. I think that's getting a lot of use. I see educational classes. I see our comrades in there. I see multiple gatherings, matinee, evening movies, just to name a few. So I think that has been a big success. Also, the expansion of our healthcare center therapy gym, that has been in, I can't even tell you how long. I was hoping to have that completed by the end of the year, but it looks like the new therapy gym in the healthcare center will be completed within the next 30 to 45 days. It will enhance resident and patient experiences and outcomes. The equipment and space will align with our IL gym and our outpatient therapy gym. And we expect, as I said, that to be completed in April. And then last but not least, Techno Gym. So this is very impressive. Just a couple stats. Deb Goings had over 170 residents do a physical assessment with her to get set up on the Techno Gym system. Utilization, since we have moved the gym and put the new equipment in, the utilization of the gym has more than doubled. So I think that is a huge testament to the location and the equipment. So I love both of those stats. So that's going to conclude 2024. So let's look ahead. Let's get out of the rear view and look in the windshield here. One thing that's going to be very important in 2025 is that we position our community strategically within the Jacksonville marketplace. We absolutely need to be known as a top senior living provider, but we also must focus on fostering strategic relationships. Connect Us event, we have done 2 years in a row. We're going to do it again in 2025. But we utilize this platform to engage and connect healthcare professionals, policymakers, local politicians, council members, and other business leaders to this event so that we know them and they know us. The annual event has become part of our branding and will continue to do it in the future. UNF is going to be another key component to looking forward. In 2024, we were really playing the UNF game. We were doing all the things we had to do. But late in 2024, we had a meeting in our sales and marketing conference room, and we formalized a partnership that we will launch in this room, Egret Hall, on the 18th of February. Looking forward to it. Huge day for Cypress Village. Continuing to build our relationship and support with the councilman. Let me just give you an example of how this is important. So throughout the community, when you drive, you see different colored light bulbs, right? Yellow, white, bright, light, amber. Well, try to get that handled through JEA. I can tell you I've been trying for 15 to 16 years. So it just dawned on me that I could make a call to one of my council reps that I have a good relationship to see if he knew anybody within JEA that could help us. Lo and behold, within 1 hour, we have a fully executed agreement with JEA at no cost to do all of the lights throughout Cypress Village. I don't have the specifics on when it's going to start, but I just wanted to give you an example of why those relationships and why we do the Connect Us events are so important, because of those connections. Also in 2025, workforce. My goal in 2025 for Cypress Village is to have a winning proposition for all of the associates that work here, but also what are we going to do to attract the best? We're now at 95% plus occupancy. We're 95% employment. Now we can cherry pick. We can really do some good things, and we have some great opportunities that we can offer employees that not many other places can. Community maintenance projects, green roof conclusion. We are going to finish the green roof within 60 days. Unless lightning strikes. But, so that is going to get complete. The next item is elevators. I know this is a huge topic. Everybody's like, when's he going to mention elevators? I got to tell you, words really can't express how sorry I really am to all of you. It's a huge disruption to your lifestyle. I completely understand it. I feel helpless when I'm addressed with the problem. So a big apology on behalf of Cypress Village, LCS, and the owners. A detailed letter was distributed roughly a week ago with most of the recent updates. Since the letter went out, let me digress. So let me digress again. My number one priority in 2025 will be to get these elevators working. Number one priority. I'm expecting to make an announcement, hopefully within a week, probably I can confidently say within 2 weeks, that we are going to award a elevator company. You have to start with a company to do the work, right? That is a tough decision, let me tell you, because they are all having crazy problems throughout the country. So elevators are a very complex matter, but I can tell you again, one more time, it's the number one priority in 2025. I expect us to have a deposit check to the awarded company within 30 days. So I'm going to commit to that. So with all that, and with all left to do, one of the most important things I want to convey to all of you today is my heartfelt thank you to you here today, or you watching from home. Our residents are what makes Cypress Village the special place that it is. There is no question about that. I want to extend a heartfelt thank you to our Residents Advisory Council, our unit and floor leaders, resident volunteers, the Vibrant Villagers, resident groups like the Gardening Club, Billiards Babes, Putters, Croquet, Bocce, Bridge, board game enthusiasts, and every single resident that contributes their time, energy, and passion to making Cypress Village a truly special place. So residents of Cypress Village, I leave you today's session feeling safe, secure, loved, and cared for, knowing that you are an integral part of a thriving and interconnected community. The village will continue to inspire and grow, not just as a place to live, but as a unified community of residents and employees, working together to create something truly extraordinary. Thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Ty. That was very informative and hopeful. I live in a house, but I have total empathy for all of you here with the elevator situation. And we know now it's our number one priority, which is wonderful, wonderful news. Thank you. Yes, it has been. Excuse me. It has been and is, again, still. Just a couple of things that are coming up this month before I close. There's sort of an open bridge lunch opportunity for new residents, former players, not to be shy, maybe meet new people. It's just going to be sort of a round robin, and that would start at 11:30 with a light lunch in the IBIS room on the 18th. Now, the 18th also is a big day for UNF, which starts at 2:30. So it's a little bit later, so you could still come meet some people, even if you don't play, but at least come in, get an opportunity to introduce yourselves to new people, maybe find a partner, whatever. The kindness kicks off too, and I've experienced, especially during my surgery and the loss of my husband, nothing but kindness from this community, and I couldn't be more grateful. And all of you are truly amazing in all so many ways. So with that, I think I'm closing our next, okay, the kindness buttons are with Lisa there. So please help yourself, and let's try to exercise and execute as well as advertise kindness in this community. Thank you. Our next community meeting is March 11th at 10 a.m. in this room. Look forward to seeing you all at UNF Day. It's going to be exciting with lots of opportunities. So with that, as Ty said, God bless you all. Thank you for coming.